Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today we're going to be starting our new series of Stonehearth Alpha 12. Castle Stronghold is behind us now. You know, we'll leave the elegantly placed castle walls that defended us against the goblin hordes. I say goblin hordes, against the hordes of our own mind, really. It didn't actually defend us against anything, but it looked good, right? Half finished, but it looked good. Right there, look, I'm not going to look bad on the past. Just saying, Castle Stronghold, I will miss you. And we did get pretty far with it. We made most of the castle. It's just a shame we couldn't get the back walls done. Then had a few houses as it went closer to the castle. Made it an elegant, beautiful keep. It's fine though. It's in our minds. And that is where it shall forever be. We're now playing Alpha 12, which includes a bunch of extra stuff. I have done a video on this already. So if you've watched that, you know what's happening. It's all pretty much fantastic. And we are going to start a new map. Normal game. New map, apparently. New map. What the hell's a new map? These stats are horrible. Let's re-roll. Oh, yeah, that's... Actually, is that more like it? There's a lot of ones. Like, this guy right here is just no. Re-roll just because of that person. This is also just not great. Let's go for it again. Is this one more acceptable? I think this one's slightly more acceptable because I can only see 2 free ones right now. I think I'm okay with that. We're obviously going to go with the Trapper's Knife as well, because why the hell would you not go for the Trapper's Knife at first? Hopefully they do add a few more things in there, but anyway. I've said this so many times, but obviously proof of concept. We will be naming all of the people that are already on the list from the last person that we named, although we will be adding a few extra people in there that have already been named because they didn't really do much. So we're going to go ahead and embark. Now, we are going to go for, as I said in the previous, the last video of Stronghold, we are going to go for a more Asian-centric architecture than usual. And we're not going to be doing any big projects. Stronghold was quite the ambitious project, so we're going to go for something a little bit more town, a little bit more peaceful. We'll keep that in mind. Where do we want to start, though? I like the idea of starting off in these little sort of fields right here that we can put our farms in. Because that's usually a design that, you sort of rice fields, that kind of thing, but... obviously, there's no rice in this. We're just going to put our farms in there, and hopefully it gives the same effect. What the hell's that noise? I think I heard an alarm. I'm not sure if it came from Merv, though. Merv, are you an alarm? That'd be fantastic. I'll give him, like, a little boop on the head, and it stops the alarm. Boop. So, to be honest with you, he is kind of the alarm. If you do oversleep, then, you know, like, the weekend, something like that, he's going to be pretty much rattling around in his cage until you get him out. There's not too many areas. So, something else to note, though, is that you will be finding much larger pools of water, although we're not actually finding large pools of water. This is a very interesting looking map. Also, the rock faces look a lot more interesting. I do apologize about the sound, by the way. I'm not just sure if you... I mean, it's really loud for me. In fact, I'm going to just turn it down. Yeah, the game sound for the menu is just all over the place when it comes to its volume. It's rather annoying to work around, but hopefully my microphone is loud enough. But also not too overpowering where you can't hear the lower volume parts of it. And also, you're probably going to hear Merv in the background right there. Very excited. Look, half of the first episode is me trying to find a good location. The location is going to be the... Oh, wow, that's a good point. I like this one. But too much water. We could go for some bridges, though. We could go for some bridges. Down here, I don't like it to be too close to the corners, to be honest. We'll keep looking. I want sort of a mix. Then again, what I'm looking for is quite difficult. This is quite nice. We could do something with that. We can have like a nice little bridge going down, like a little pagoda. Pagoda. I'm not going to come up with too many words. And also, I say pagoda, but there's so many other images that come into my head when I say that. I mean, I like this. This looks pretty good. Can we do a lot with it, though? We got 2 farms, so we can do a few things with it. It's quite interesting. It's always hard. It's the question. It's the hard bit. Okay. It's hard to make these decisions. They're very important. We can have like a little wall around here to sort of encase our lovely town. Let's go for it. I like it. I mean, we could start around about here and then work our way backwards. Unfortunately, there's not really too much foliage around us, so we've only got wildlife. But we should be all right. We're settling here. We've got this. I'm liking it. I don't want to go for too much flat land, which unfortunately, I guess, is what we've just placed ourselves on. But we do have those little bits of land right here that sort of fall down a little bit. This isn't too bad. It's quite nice. We've got a large pool of water as well, which is pretty good. And also, there is a little bit of ground right here, which I guess is all right. Although I was hoping for it to be a bit flatter over here. How far up does this go down? It's actually quite small. There's a little bit more of a gradual form until you get to the mountains now. And look at all these pine trees. Or, I mean, I'm not sure if there are actually pine trees, but it looks good. I'm liking it. Tell you what, though, now I feel like the music is too low. See, this is the annoying thing. I've got to keep working around it. Right. How's that? Is that better? Right, just turn that up a little bit. Just a smidge, an extra 10% should be alright. I still feel like it's a little bit low. I just want a little bit of ambient background noise just to sort of clear out any white noise that may take place when building stuff. But like I said, it's going to be all fine. I keep saying like I said, as if it's the thing to say. I mean, it is the thing to say, let's be honest. So let's see. We did say we want to start off right here. I'm sort of questioning it now because of this little hill bit. We can work around it, though. I guess it's not too bad. We've got some mountains up here, so we can make like a nice little road that takes us to a mine that's quite far away. We shouldn't really be opening out this far, but I don't know. There's not much, like I said, we're not going to go for any big projects. So, you know, we want to sort of expand out a little bit more. We'll start off right here, though. Before that, though, let's see how many food. Yeah, we got a few berries right here, like one there. So we could start right there. It's not too bad. We want to get our road set up pretty much right off the bat as well. So we know what we're doing. We'd have a nice little gatehouse right here. Doing the gatehouse for a sort of Asian architect is going to be quite interesting. It's never the art. I've never done stuff like this before, like Asian architecture when it comes to my buildings. This is going to be a first time for everything. And we are going to be calling our town... Oh, God, I really always forget to name it. Everything has always had a generic name when it comes to these... The names, anyway, for my seasons of Stonehearth. So we're going to go for Treeblossom. I hope that's spelled right. Blossom. Treeblossom. Look, if it's spelled wrong, then that's just my fault. Treeblossom. Very nice. The town of Treeblossom. So elegant. Merv is so excited to see this. I always question whether I should put him in the secret room or not. Because he's not allowed in the secret room. Okay, this is something to think about. Anyway, we should really name these people. We're going to get around to doing that in a second. First, though, we want to set up our priorities. First things first, we have a statue right here, which is great for us. We got some early game stone, which is always good. We're going to have a bridge across these fields, though. We're going to have like a nice one going over this part right here that goes into a nice temple-looking structure. It's going to look quite nice. And then it's going to be basically a straight road over this entire field as well, which is going to be a bridge. It's going to look fantastic, which will then go into the town center and then ways outward, and then probably the mine all the way up here, which is quite nice. It looks like we're going to be playing more Stonehearth in this season, which is good. Okay, the Stronghold season was mostly just us building, so hopefully it's going to be a good mix of both. Not both. Anyway, let's get ourselves a storage unit. Let's set it up right here. This one's going to be for food. There, we'll get food done right here. We'll get a big one for wood on this side, since there's most of our wood on this side. There we are. Just for wood. And then we'll get one all the way over here, which is going to be for hunting. There we go. And let's see, for hunting. So this, and that, which is pretty good. We might want to put food in there as well, just in case we get a lot of jerky. Right, there we are. Fantastic. Merv is still rattling around the place. Hopefully it's not too annoying to hear. Got some small boulders hanging around, which should be quite nice. I can barely hear the music. Right there. Right, so let's harvest everything up. Wow, they've already... Straight away, they're like, I got it, boss. Let me get this done. There we are, fantastic. Let's just harvest all the little bits around us. That is a rabbit. We can't harvest it. Look, we'll give it a go when it comes to harvesting it. We'll trap it, and then skin it, and then let it back out to the wild. This is how it works, right? I don't really want to get rid of these trees around the water, because I think they look quite nice. We'll get rid of these smaller ones, though. And we'll leave that one. And we'll cut down that one... That one. We'll leave these bigger ones around here. We'll cut those. And we'll cut these two. Look, we've got to be quite decisive with our tree cutting right now. And we'll just not cut that one or these two right here. There we are. Most of our tree cutting is going to be it's probably going to be up here anyway. So we should be alright. And yeah, we'll get more harvesting done on this side. I'm going to put a nice house right there, which is quite good. Probably a farming house of some form. There we are. Pretty good to see. Also, we should really set up our camps. Actually, let's pause very quickly. Let's go ahead and name some people. Well, actually, we won't name them just yet. We've got to check their stats first before they do anything. So, you're just terrible. you're just really bad. Let's not work around just yet. Let's see. 2 body, 4 mind. What's a hunter need, anyway? The ability to think it... Okay. I mean, it probably will need body. Yeah, we definitely need body. Okay, so someone with a good body stat okay, body stat of 5. Not too bad. Okay. 4. Anyone got a 6? A 5 right there. And a 5. Okay, so we just got a bunch of 5s. So we'll name you Riley. Well, not name you, but we'll change you into a hunter. Right there, or trapper. Hunter, trapper, whatever you want, really. It's all up to you. Good to see. Let me just... Oh, God. Oh, there we are. Let's open this up. There you are. Right. Look, I know you all like to hear Merv, but him rattling around that cage is just not fun for anyone. So, I'm going to let him go to the secret room. Look, he knows what to do in order to get in there, but the second I stop recording is the second he gets out. So that's fine. Anyway, now I can concentrate. I love you really, Merv. Anyway, what were we doing again? Look, concentration! Back to there again. Alright, let's go over here. We need a good crafter. There's not something I've really done before. I'm checking out all of their little stats. It's not something I'm used to. I keep sort of asking out. There we go. We got a stat of 5 right there for Tulip. Which is quite nice. Tulip, there we go. A good name. Okay, it's a good reference to our sort of series right there that we're doing right now. Fits the aesthetic. Keep saying aesthetic. I was trying to find a different word, to be honest. So, but oh well. I'll say that again. Carpenter. Fantastic to see. We won't be naming all the traditional folks like Nelria, Uskers, Islay, all that lot. I'm going to be trying to name as many people as I possibly can because there's a big list. And I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do much with that list. I mean, well, we won't be able to get anyone off that list within even this season because there's so many lists. There's so many names and only so many Hearthlings that you can have before the game starts to bug out. Bit of a shame, really, but there you go. Is this our Fog of War? I think so. It's hard to really tell. The Fog of War in this game is just sort of pointless. Like, I can still see the flowers and the trees and all that fun stuff. I imagine they're going to change it at some point so you can't see anything whatsoever. I can barely hear that. It's... Turn it up to full speed. So you can hear it now. Fantastic. Very nice chopping noise. Good to hear. There's lots of large oaks around us, which is quite good to see. Obviously, we can get ourselves, or at least we can make our own trees now, which is always something to think about. I want to get more harvesting done on these trees right here, though. Much smaller to see. A grizzly traveler approaches. 3 baskets of corn, 3 of berries. Quite nice to see. We'll get some looting done. We are planting down more of our... Not planting, we are placing down, or at least gathering more logs, which is good to see. And I do love the fact that they now have a proper inventory menu. Let's click on you right there. Actually, we need to set some trapping areas. There we are. I always go for 3 very large plots of land. Right, anyway, we'll go over and check off the inventory menu, because I did talk about it, so it's a good idea to transition to it. This guy looks a bit interesting. There we go. Resources in their backpack. So he's got 3 right there. I'm not too sure what their max is. Maybe it's due to weight or something like that, what they can carry. They've all got their journals as well, which is quite nice to see. And, of course, the equipment menu, which is very useful. We'll take a drink right here. I'm already half finished on my water. That was very quick. Right. So we got to get our roads done. And we need to get this stuff mined up, or at least gathered. So, is it L for the loot button? No, it's not. Okay. Tell you what, we should check out our palette, see if there's any new blocks. Let's see. We got blue and red, which is good for us, because it means we can go for the usual designs. But there are... Actually, no, there are shades of the blue and red, which is pretty good. So we can use all of that, as well as the Tudor. Now, traditionally, the houses were made of wood, but I think the Chinese went for a little bit of stone, whereas the Japanese was just full wood and paper, sort of mesh, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if we're going to be sticking to that value, but I guess we can't really, because the colours of stone are, you know, the colours we're given when it comes to the roof. However, when it comes to the floor and all that stuff, we'll be using just sort of brown and Tudor, sort of white. Well, it's not going to be Tudor, but it's going to be sort of the paper looking design right there, which is pretty fantastic. Hopefully I can pull this off. Hopefully I can, but I probably won't be able to, because there's so many different designs to go for. The problem I was having when I was studying it was there are so many different eras of architecture, and they went through so many different changes, and most of it, of course, was influenced by Chinese architecture. Specifically, we're talking about Japanese architecture anyway. So it's all quite fascinating. But yeah, like I said, there were so many eras, and some of them were dramatic changes. Some of them just had very small knit bits that were all for design. It was quite cool though, especially reading up the fact that their rooms and the way they worked, especially with the whole sliding doors and all that kind of stuff, were just so easily interchangeable. And you could change the sizes of them by just simply removing entire walls. That was apparently a very easy process, rather than just sort of bashing the whole thing down, which is a sort of more usual to the Western form of architecture, at least during those ages. And actually, well, the same ones now, but everyone pretty much uses the Western form of architecture at this point, or at least in a modern sense, which is quite interesting. Anyway, I'm surprised I remember half the things that I read, but there we go. I've never done this before, like I said, so it's going to be a new thing for me. I should have really done some designs before starting today, but I sort of wanted everyone to see the process. It's going to be quite interesting. Anyway, we need to actually gather up all this stone so I can end up making this road. We have our level 1 trapper right there, which is fantastic, and lots of food as well. Actually, lots of food and sort of bundles and all that fun stuff, which is pretty good to see. We've got our fireplace as well, which is actually unfortunately in the way. We need to just sort of move this to the side for now. There we go. Pick up the entire fireplace right there. Who are you? It'd be really great if it was easier to select people. I'd rather be able to select sort of roughly around them, but then again, that might be a bit of trouble if they're near an item that I want to select. But then again, what's the point? I can't do anything with items when I select them. So there we go. That's my comeback right there. Let's make sure we gather up all of this random stuff because it's in the way of our road, or soon-to-be road. Actually, this stuff's gone forever. Can we just pull this out? Yeah, there we go. Let's pull those weeds out. Let's pull this one out as well, because we don't need that nearby. Now, this stone as well, can we mine... Oh, we'll harvest it. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Remove. They're like, oh, got it, boss. They were going to go right for it. Right, our carpenter needs to actually set themselves up. I'm getting lost right now. There we are. Carpenter. Oh yeah, you need to make your own workshop now. Forgot about that. So like I said, well, like you've seen in the update video, they have their specific workshops now that cater to specific needs and things that they want to construct, including these new windows, which I'm very happy to see. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing these wide wooden window frames. I mean, then again, we don't actually have windows. I mean, they don't traditionally use windows by the looks of things. So... do they? In the architecture. We'll probably try and integrate them anyway. So, you know what? Screw it. I want windows. Add things. It's going to be a bit of both, apparently. Pitter-patter. Right. This is looking more and more like a head, which is fantastic to see. We need to start naming people now. Let's go to the naming list. Let's start off with you, good sir. Or good miss. Oh, can I click on you? There we go. Right. The first name shall be... I think the... what do you need to be a cook? Because BK Bobby Joe never actually got the chance to be a chef. I think you need to be a farmer. So, let's check your stats first. Let's find someone with good body. 4, 5. We got a 5 right there. Oh, okay. Oh. There we go. So, BK Bobby Joe. Oh, not Joey. BK Bobby Joe, you eventually be a farmer and then a cook. Daily update. Have we passed it? Nope, our net worth is too low, which is a little bit of a shame. BK Bobby Joe, we're then going to go into Lady Moon. Let's see, where are you, Lady Moon? You want to specifically be a lady, of course, makes sense. Maybe you can be our carpenter. I think that makes a good amount of sense. Yeah, let's have you be our carpenter. Of course, we could go with Lazy Moon. Moob. Lazy Moob. There we are. We could do that. Lady Moon. Fantastic. Let's see. Who else do we have? We have R.D. Jones, who wants to be a warrior. Let's see. Who's good with body? I think, actually, this person was good with body. Yeah, there we go. So, we got R.D. R.D. Jones right there. Hopefully, I can get everyone in. Look, people are probably going to die. So, actually, we should pause the game. We're wasting time right now. Right, this person is sort of mid-tier. I would say they're probably going to end up being a farmer. I would say. Anyone right here that's specified to be a farmer? Doesn't look like it. So we're probably going to go for... actually, you know what? You could be like the everyman. So let's see. Try... Onus. I can't remember you doing much. You're not named anyway, so I'm going to assume... that's all good. Try Onus. Try Onus. I'm just checking to see if I spell it correctly, because it feels like I didn't. These two, though, I mean, you got to draw the... Whoever's gonna be this guy, you're drawing the short straw. So I do apologize about that. Lily Homer, you get to be changed into... What does spirit do? I guess that's morale. So a soldier with high spirit and high body is pretty nice. Okay. You're very weak, though, which I don't like. I mean, if you had, like, free body, maybe it's a worthy soldier. Tell you what, though, because your spirit is so high, I think we'll just make you a soldier. So, cool guy. There you are. You get to be a soldier. We haven't chosen any blacksmiths just yet, but it's going to be a while until we get there. Let's see. Yep, we got a good amount of names right now. Now for the last one. Who's this going to be? Oh, Tolson. And we've had Tolson, but he didn't do much. So, Tolson's right there. Beautiful to see. Lovely.